Okay, so I just had to get out of bed, so I decided to come out. So we got this. Let me show this again. You can see how steep that is. It's about 2 feet higher than the ground right now. But like I said before, it's hard packed. I can drive over it. Well, I could. Now, this is the second day of our slight meltdown. It's above freezing. It's not like it's super high above freezing, but everything's been melting and making things kind of crazy. And this here, all the ice come down this morning. I guess some serious ice. It sounded like a plane crashed in our backyard. The whole building shook. It was so loud. It kind of scared the crap out of me. So I got thinking, the issue I had getting out of here was bald tires. You know, trying to climb that snow hill. I can just put a carpet down here, but it's higher now. There's a lot more snow here than there was last time. So I'm going to get my chopper out, and I'm going to just kind of whittle away at it a little bit. I'm kind of hoping to get out tomorrow. I don't know if I will or not. But I got to de-Christmas the monster. It's noticed my Christmas lights unplugged themselves. But I want to start working on it. I want to order the parts. I want to start figuring out what I need. That's what I'm trying to say. And I'm going to order what I can. I don't know if the Trump tariffs are going to affect that or not. So I'd kind of like to get the ball rolling on that as soon as I possibly can. And I am not seeing my chopper. Cultivator, rakes. There's my ice chopper. Whatever you want to call it. I guess that could be a chopper. I'm looking for a scraper. That's what I'm looking for, my ice scraper. I hope it made it here, because I'm not seeing it. And there's a snow shovel over there. Oh, 2 snow shovels over there. They should all be, everything else should be together, but recording. Okay, so here's my progress so far. I did scrape down the outside part here. It's level with the step. Actually, might be a little bit below the step, but I got the rest of it still to go. Holy smokes, I can't breathe. My legs are toast already. So that's, like I say, there's like 2 feet of snow there. But I really need the scraper, because I most of that I can deal with the shovel. So it's soft still. It's obviously wet. It's heavy and wet and thick because of the melt. But the snow shovel's going through it no problem. Once it starts freezing, and that'll be a problem. But I did use the scraper on the very bottom here because it's so hard packed. Because it's the part that's been there since the beginning. So I got that. And somebody asked me why not just build a ramp here. Well, 3 reasons actually. One, it's just temporary. Once the snow melts, I'm not going to have a problem. I can get out here. This piece of plywood over here, I put up against the step to get the monster up over the step. That's not an issue. It was this snow mound that I had to get up onto with bald tires. So that's one reason, because it's just going to melt anyways. It'll only be temporary. And number 2, I plan on... oh my goodness. I'm not sure if I can get up. Oh, I shouldn't have squatted down. Now I can't get up. Oh, crap. Okay, let me switch legs. Okay. Wow. Got it. Okay, so this whole area here. You got the step there. And we got that step. And we got the upper step. All 3 are at different levels. And then it kind of goes downhill into here. So what I want to do, all the 2x4s that I bought off of Zach, because he wasn't going to use them for what he planned on using. I want to build a platform in here, so this is all level, and obviously there's going to be a bit of a ramp up to the top step here, make it easier, oh excuse me, for Michelle to get her chair out. And like I said before, because the monster just fits through the doorway here with like half an inch on each side. I got to fold the mirrors in so that they don't hit. This section right here, this little more than a foot, was an add-on, because like I've said before, okay, it's break time, I gotta sit down. Like I've said before, the door that's on the garage in Wingham is from that opening. So they put a normal sized door in and just filled that gap. So I want to take that gap out, and I'm going to, I can't sit down yet, and I'm going to rebuild this my own way. I could probably just use what's here, but it's all nailed in, so I'm just going to start from scratch. I've got my hinges, and I've got my barrel locks, I think they're called, and I'm going to make this a second door that opens in. It'll lock into place, and then this door will latch into it, and then we're all good. What's the warning I'm getting here? Camera panning is too fast. Oh, so that's the plan. And like I say, I've got everything. I got two different locks. I don't need heavy duty on both sides, so I figure I'll get the strong one for the bottoms, because anybody's gonna try kicking the door in, they're gonna be kicking the bottom, right? So that was like $20, so rather than spending $20 twice, I just got a smaller one for the top, so I don't need as much support at the top, and hinges. I'll just kind of go from there. So that's a project. Another project that I'm hoping to get to. So here's my thermometer. You can read it. It's about 2.5 degrees above freezing, which is about normal because our high yesterday and today is supposed to be 3 degrees. It was 3 yesterday, and I saw 3 today, but I slept most of the day today, so I had a really, really, really bad night last night as far as sleeping goes. Okay, I gotta sit. I've got to sit. I'm going to sit on my recycling bin here with the Powell. Where did I get Powell from? With the pillow on it. It's nice and comfy. It's hard to get up from though. But with my esophageal issues, it's very painful, and for whatever reason, stomach contents are not being held in place, and they're being allowed to rise up to my throat, and that's what's causing all my issues that way. So I figured, well, if at the top of your stomach on the tube, it's like an elastic band that contracts, that keeps everything in. For whatever reason, that's not working properly. So if there's extra pressure in your stomach, it allows that to happen, right? So I experimented last night with not eating. Well, not just last night, all day yesterday. I barely ate anything yesterday and didn't drink as much coffee, so there's not going to be a whole lot in my stomach, so when I lay down, it shouldn't be a problem. Well, it wasn't. However, one of the problems I have, if I go to bed on an empty stomach, I get nightmares, and yeah, I brought them back. And they're not nice. I don't know where they come from. It's not something I see. It's not something that is from experience. It's like, why did my brain come up with that, right? So, yeah. So I have an option. Do I get kept awake by painful acid in my throat? Or do I get kept awake by nightmares? Those are my two options right now. No acid at all today. First day that I haven't had that since it started, so obviously, keeping my stomach relatively empty has helped with that. It also helped me with my weight gain, which I'm not impressed with. So, it's helping with that, and it's so painful, and that's damaging. Like, I would have to have surgery at some point if that continues, because the acid's going to destroy my esophagus, so nightmares isn't going to harm my body any. Just my mind. Tough choice. But I experimented because one of the causes of that is excess stomach pressure. So I'm thinking, well, excess stomach pressure would be from what, eating too much? Apparently that was the reason. I don't know. But oh my goodness. So I'm not gonna say everything I'm planning, because I don't know what I'm gonna get to, and I don't like telling you people that I'm going to do this and then I don't get to it. I really feel like I'm letting you down, because I know you guys like watching me work on the monster. I do have ideas that I want to do, but I don't want to say right now, because I honestly don't know what I'm going to be able to do physically. I don't know. So I don't want to say too much, but I do want to do some work on the monster before the weather gets warm. I do want to get my parts as soon as I can, so I have them, because I don't know how long they're going to take. I need parts that are not stocked. I know that from last time I tried to order them. But I don't even know if I'm going to get to that level, because I have to take things like deeply apart to change what I want to change. But I don't know. I got to talk to my dealer. I can't call him because I can't call out here. I can get him to call me, and chances are about 50% that the call will get dropped. So I have to do it all through email, right? And it's not like a back and forth conversation, because he's running a business. He's selling scooters, he's ordering scooters, he's fixing scooters, right? So it's not like he's sitting at the computer all day. Oh, I got an email, I replied to it right away. It's just whenever he gets to, right? So it's not a back and forth conversation, so it's going to take a little while. When my computer failed, I lost all my files. So I lost the monster's wiring diagram, and I lost that really nice detailed exploded view that has every single piece of the monster on it. But they were emailed to me, so I can get them back. I just haven't looked yet. So I got to do that, get part numbers and everything. And I'm probably not going to rewire the monster like I wanted to. I was actually, even just yesterday, I was about to look on Amazon for a roll of wire, because rather than going to Home Hardware and buying it by the foot, I'm just going to get a big roll of it, so I've got it. I've got some anyways, somewhere, but, not enough to rewire the whole entire monster. So, like one circuit, 2 wires front to back is about 10 feet, right? But I'd like to, I really, really want the monster's lights all working again. But the issue I'm going to have is those front lights. So if you're new, or if you don't remember, it's been a while now. Up we go. Oh my goodness, ow. I don't know. Yeah. Probably not going to be able to see it. It's just pretty dark in here, but okay. Now, it's my other camera that's got a light on the front of the display. Actually, I'll probably use my phone. Lovely. Alright, right up. Yep. Okay. So there's the lights. The orange lights are the signal lights. They work no problem because they're not static lights. They're not always on. But the white lights are static lights, and they're not working because they're part of the static light system. And they got the headlights that are multifunction because they get bright and dim. I got the orange lights over top, which are static, so they don't work. And these lights on the side here are also static. They're on. That's their only function, on. So they're not working. On the back, they got the signal lights and the tail lights. They're both multifunction because obviously the signal lights, they turn on and off. If I had the lights on, they're on. If I have the signals that are 4 ways on, they flash. So that's not an issue. The tail light is multifunction because when I slow down, it flashes to indicate I'm braking. What's that? Oh, okay. It's a stick. I thought I saw a broken wire in there. So, the only thing I don't know is, way back in the corner there, if I ever get the rear fender put back on, I don't know if you'll be able to see this. This is too dark in here. No, you can't see it. But on the back, there's the tail light there. That is also a static light. It's just on. So I'm assuming once I put it on, it's not going to work either. So I have my switches. This is for the strobe light on the back. It's direct to the battery, so it's always working. I have my overhead spotlight connected directly to the battery. It's always on, powered. This is my bumper light, which is not on right now, and I have this extra switch that's not doing anything, so I can use that to turn the lights on. But that requires rewiring. Yeah, with everything, if that was the only thing I had to do, it wouldn't be a problem. But there's so much that needs to be done, like now, that I'm probably not going to have a chance to do. You know, I'm just not going to have the time. So I come out here yesterday or day before I guess it was, and I got looking around to see what's on the floor because I wasn't sure if this was going to flood or not. So all my steel I picked up off the floor, so it's not going to be a problem. However, my wood is on the floor here, which I can't get to because of all this other stuff in the way. So I have steel down there too I'd like to get out. And I don't want my wood getting soggy. So up here, I can put my wood straight across here. I got to get rid of that cabinet and pull it out. I'll probably put it over in the end there. And I can put my wood up there. So if we do get any flooding, it's off the floor and it's not going to be a problem, right? I wanted to do that before winter, but you know, like I said, there's so much that needed to be done out here right away. And there just wasn't time. I didn't have the energy. I had stuff in order that needed to be done. Everything needed to be done at once. So, you know, not everything got done. I still want to put my cannonball rail up. I'm guessing it'll be over here, up here somewhere. Okay, that beam is split. That's kind of scary. I don't want to know if that's from the weight of the snow up there. I hope not. That's not good. As long as we don't get any rain or more snow, we should be okay. I looked out the back. Oh, yeah. I looked out the back door a little while. When I was waiting for my coffee, to make a coffee before I come out here, I looked out the back door and I can't believe how much the snow level's gone down up there. But I didn't include this in the last video. I kind of forgot I had it, but I'll show you a view of my bedroom window. It really shows you how much snow is up there. There's quite a bit. And when I looked at it today, like it's receded, it's pulled away from the wall now. And I'm not worried about the water leaking into the house because this is I don't know how well you can see it here. I don't know how well you can tell, but it's a pretty good slope. Somewhere that's a little bit brighter. I guess that's a little bit better. I'm not sure what angle that would be, but looks like maybe 30 degrees. It's a pretty good slope. But the problem is, it's steel, and it's got both heads sticking up, so it's going to hold on to that, and it's not just going to like slide off nicely. It would be nice if it would. But it's, it's melting. So as long as we don't get any rain or more snow, it can melt all at once. It's not going to get any heavier. Unless, it gets added to. So that's one nice thing. And I'm sure some of it's melted or dripped off the roof by now, at least at the end. Actually, I'm going to go and take a look at it. Take a look and see. It's dark out now, but still might be able to see it. Somebody's having a fire, I can smell it. I don't know if you can hear that. That's water dripping off the roof on this other side here. But you can see the edge. You can see the edge of it's kind of pulled away. I don't know about. Yeah. I don't know if you can see it, but it is actually dripping, so it is coming down a little bit. So it's still melting. Oh yeah, all along I can see. I know you can't see it, but I can see it. So it is coming down. There's still a lot up there. Like, there's a lot of wheat there. But like I say, as long as it doesn't get added to, it's not going to get any heavier. And with it dripping right now, it's actually getting lighter. So we're good that way. I don't want to get too close to it in case it decides to suddenly slide now. Because when this come down earlier, that's lethal. That would kill somebody. Like even just this one little piece here, that would kill somebody. And there's some huge, huge chunks there. So, that is not good. So, anyway. I guess I'm kind of done. I'm cutting steps in here because I honestly don't expect to get this finished tonight. Like I say, that's all I've got done so far, and I'm already exhausted. So, squeaky carpet. So I'm just kind of cutting steps into it. So when Martin or Ken takes the dog out, then they don't have this giant rock face to climb to get out. Easier for the dogs too. So I'm just going to do a little bit at a time. And I guess I'm ready to get back to work. Oh my goodness. Slow and steady wins the race, right? We'll see. Okay. So I've actually got more done than I thought I was going to. But I'm done for the day. I was so worried about my back, but it's handling it. It's very sore. Not not sore like where I hurt it, but where its weak spot is. But it just, like, muscle-wise sore. I'm being very careful. I'm just breaking it up into small pieces, so I'm not lifting anything heavy. But even still, like, I'm using the small shovel because it doesn't hold as much. It's easier for me to scoop and toss, but it's got a shorter handle, so I'm bent over doing it, and that's not a good thing. But as you can hear, I'm winded, so I got some good exercise today. No matter how I'm feeling right now, this is a lot better than laying in bed doing nothing, so I didn't get as much done as I wanted to, but I got done more than I expected. And wishful when I say that too. So overall, I'm happy. I was kind of hoping to get out tomorrow, but it might be another day. Tomorrow is supposed to be another 3-degree day. All 3 days were 3s. Nothing higher than 3. And then everything's going to start freezing again, so I have to get this finished tomorrow. Or I'm not going to be able to get through it. It's going to freeze up, and it's going to stay there until it melts again. But it'll have to be more of a melt, because once it freezes, it's no longer snow, it's now ice. And it'll get rock hard. Snow shovel's not going to go through it, because right now I'm using the scraper to I ram it in, just break it up into small chunks. And then I'm using the shovel to scoop them up and toss them away. Oh. And it's working. Slowly, but it's working. Oh my goodness. So I'm hoping this is the beginning of finally getting something done. I would like to just get the Celebrity out, because it's a lot lighter. It's like half the weight of the Monster, and you just push it through that, no problem. Of course, the wheelie bars would be an issue. I guess it'd be digging into snow and causing a problem, but I can't drive it yet because the front tire's still flat. My jack's still up in my bedroom. I haven't looked for the handle yet. I gotta do that soon, because I'm gonna need something to drive once I start taking the Monster apart, whenever that might be. There's something positive about this. Not being able to drive the Monster, nowhere to go here. It's not getting blasted by salt this year. Not a lot, like I have been out, obviously, but I'm not going out every day. I'm not going for a long drive every day, so it's getting like minimum salt exposure, which is going to help to not accelerate the rusting, which I'm hoping to and take care of this year, but I don't know. Well, let's see what happens. I won't know until I start. Then I'll determine what it is I'm going to do, and what can wait till later, hopefully. One thing I do know I need to do, I need to rewire that strobe light, because it works intermittently. Turn it on, if it's not flashing, I wiggle the wires and it starts working, so I gotta figure that one out. There's a loose connection somewhere. I might just rewire that completely, just that light itself. That shouldn't be too difficult. Keyword, shouldn't, but we will find out. goodness. So much potential. There's so much room here. I like it. It's nice because I'm not super cramped. In the garage in Wingham, I have to have the monster right in the center of the floor so I can reach both sides. Here, I can put it anywhere. I plan to put it over here, so it's all out in the open. Easy to work on. Like, lengthwise this way, and I've got all this open space over here. If I put my Cannonball Run, good movie. If I put my Cannonball rail up over here, then I can just move the monster over here to take the seat off, slide it off into the corner out of the way. I'm not tripping over it, and then I can bring the monster over here to work on it. It's perfect. There's so much space. I love it. But it's just, there's just too much in the way right now. I gotta clean up. Like I wanted to do before winter. I never got to. But in time, it'll come together slowly. Once I start feeling the need to work on the monster, it's right now I want to get everything prepared. I want to get everything ready. So once I start, I've got everything, right? Then I don't have to spend time waiting for parts. And once I take it apart, I want to get the length of the speedometer cable, and I'm going to get one from Amazon. I don't need it, it's not necessary, but it's nice to see my speed, so I know when the monster's not going as fast as it should be. And it's nice to know how far I've traveled during the day, right? It's a convenience, it's not essential. ODSP won't pay to replace it, and they cost $90 to get it from the dealer. So I can get them on Amazon. I looked at them a couple years ago, but I don't know the actual length. Because it comes down, and then it goes across to the side, and then there's like a 90-degree turn in it that goes into the speed sender thingy. So, you know, it's kind of specialized, and I don't know if a straight cable would work, but you know, they're a lot cheaper on Amazon, so yeah, it might work better. I don't know, to experiment with. Okay, so I got everything closed up. I'm all done for today. I got nothing left. And I gotta find my lens cleaner. I don't know where it is right now. I got dust all over the lens. I've noticed in the last few videos, I know it's there. I don't have anything to clean it with yet because I don't know where anything is. It'll be in my room somewhere. It's just a matter of looking for it. Oh, look. User manual for the monster. I call it a useless manual. It doesn't really have a whole lot of information in it. It just tells you how to drive a scooter. So, I was thinking of getting new, because I just got these pads on here, and like they're just spongy. They're not really a cushion or anything. They're just, it's just, if I drive shirtless in that, I'm not right against the hot vinyl seat, because they heat up really bad when the sun's shining on them. So I just put that on there, and it keeps me from sweating too, because if I'm right against the vinyl on a hot day, I tend to stick, and then as I'm hitting bumps, my back's farting on the seat, right? So that's why that's there. But I'm thinking about, I'm not sure if I'm going to, it's kind of an expense I don't really need, but I'm thinking of getting seat covers, like car seat covers for this. But I have to get some with armrests, and they're a little different because the armrests on this seat are up higher than they would be on a car seat, right? So I'm just not sure, because they're not cheap, and I don't want to get one, spend the money on it, and find out it's not going to work, right? I also got thinking, if I get some that don't have armrests, I can cut them, but I don't know. It's one of those things you kind of have to have in your hand to know, if it's going to work or not. But I don't know. I just don't know. It's the same size as a car seat, so I don't know. I might. There's a few I like. One of the styles that I like, it's red and black. It's really nice. It's one of the more expensive ones, but it's really sharp looking. I think it would look really nice on the Monster. But I can't find it in the style that I want. I can't find one. I'd prefer to have two-piece, so you get the seat and the back separate. But I don't know. I think if I have to alter it, a one-piece would not be, ideal for that. I just don't know. I just don't know. I might not. I don't know. But I have them in my save for later section of my shopping cart. But I'm gonna have to think about it more for sure. I've been looking at these since last summer, so obviously I'm not in a rush, right? Alright, I think I got everything done I needed to do out here. I want to de-Christmas the Monster, but I think that can wait. I don't need to do that tonight. I've been out here for probably a couple hours now, so I'm doing good that way. Got more done than I expected, but not as much as I hoped. So, anyway, I guess that's it, and I will see if I get to make another video here tomorrow. I'll try to come out in the daytime. I wanted to, but like I said, I never woke up till like 3:30, 4 o'clock, something like that today. So I wasn't able to come out earlier. So hopefully I can sleep a little better tonight, and I don't know. I just don't know. We'll see what happens. So I guess I'll cut short here, and that's all I got for this one.